Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a video in Evolve, and today I'm going to be talking about just the changes that were made to Behemoth. Now, I loaded up the game. I don't know if my Xbox One went ahead and downloaded the update automatically, which that actually might be the case. But I don't know if I have the patch or not, or it's out, but they did say that this patch came out today, or yesterday, technically, because I'm recording this on the 9th, and I'm probably going to go ahead and release it on the 9th. If not, I'm going to release it on the 10th. And there's just a bunch of changes, mostly to the tier 4 set of characters. And today I'm going to focus mainly on Behemoth, mostly because that's the only ones I actually bothered to read, just because there were some pretty wacky things going on with Behemoth, and I'm really glad they got changed. And I can't wait to get back to playing as him, but I do have a whole list, a whole page of just patch notes from, Turtlerock Studios on the patch of Behemoth and what was changed. Now, why I didn't get every single little detail on my little script here, I did go ahead and just summarize most of it and just the biggest stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. For starters, they started out with the biggest bug that was actually going off Behemoth. Well, not really a bug, but it was a problem. Basically, he was taking double damage all the time when he wasn't really supposed to be doing that. So I'm assuming they fixed that. If not, they're going to fix it pretty soon. But they went ahead and they actually reduced the size of his chest hitbox. So you had to be more precise to actually get the double damage bonus on his weak spot. And now it takes longer for the heavy melee attack to recharge. And basically, if you guys don't know how the melee works in this game, is like the monsters have combos, and that is like maybe it's a light, heavy, light, or a light, light, heavy. But Behemoth, I think he was heavy, light, light. So once you actually hit with a heavy, you'll get a heavy, a light, light, and I think they said for the next 4 seconds you'll be doing just light attacks, and that's still pretty strong because you have to think he has the strongest melee in the game, and those heavy attacks are devastating. And and the traversal, they did some things with his ball form, and they changed it to where you have to wait 1 second after you exit the ball form to re-enter the ball form, and also entering your ball form actually takes 5% more stamina off your bar. So keep that in mind when you're rolling around and just just rolling around the battlefield and doing all this stuff. They've also went ahead and reduced the damage and knockback that the roll did to the hunters, and they've also made it to where stasis doesn't actually affect the ball form as much, so you won't be slowed down as much when you get affected by stasis grenades or Abe's stasis grenades and Crow's stasis gun. So that's really good because those stasis grenades were pretty bad for Behemoth, especially since he can't jump or do anything like that. So he really had a hard time getting away from this. But that's really good to hear. Like all these changes are actually very good. So and the next two are very good. And they went ahead and increased his armor pool by 2 bars. So that's a good amount actually. And they went ahead and made it to where your armor regenerates faster. And every bar of meat you get from animals and stuff like that, they give you 25% more armor. So you get your armor faster and you have more, and it regenerates faster. So that's pretty much just a huge buff to Behemoth's health and armor. And they also increased his health, not by bars or anything, but by percents. So they increased his stage 2 health by 5% and his stage 3 health by 8%. Those seem kind of small, but I think in a game like Evolve, 5%, 10%, 15%, those numbers do seem small, but in the long run, they do add up, and they can help quite a bit. And Rockwall has actually been somewhat crappy in the game right now, and I'm happy that they finally addressed some of these things. Is especially the part where they went ahead and fixed the part where if you would cast your rock wall like in front of a hunter, they would get some damage, but they would pretty much make it to where the wall didn't appear right there in that section. It looked like with just two pillars beside them, and I'm really happy to get that fixed. And it's actually faster to form up now, and that's actually very, very good. I'm happy they made that change because this thing actually takes quite a while actually to actually form up. And they also increased the size quite a bit actually. And for stage 1, they increased it by 50%. Stage 2, they increased it by 25%, and stage 3, they increased it by 12.5%. And that's actually just the width. I don't know they increased the height any for those stages, but if stage 3 is any bigger, you probably won't even get over it at all. But stage 3, the height is huge. I think when they said that it takes a full tank of jet fuel to actually get over it with your jetpack, I think they were talking about the stage 3 height. I think it's still pretty easily, at least in my opinion, to actually get over the stage 1 rock wall. And maybe this will help a little bit. And Fissure, they didn't do anything to it damage-wise or stat-wise. They just increased that the time you can actually aim it. And I think it can be aimed like you rotate your aim pointer to where you can aim it up to the point where it actually casts out now. Not you can aim it, set it, and then it casts out. So that's pretty cool. I wish they did it with Lava Bomb because I've actually missed quite a few bombs just because I aimed to where and they moved, and that's actually quite infuriating if that happens. So maybe they'll fix that, maybe not. Maybe that's just how it's intended to work because it actually is pretty powerful. And Tongue Grab, which I'm very grateful they actually fixed this. Or not fixed, but buffed. So they increased the start radius and they decreased the end radius. Now I don't know exactly what that means, but the other ones are pretty substantial, I think. And that is reduce the pause by 50%. And I think that is when you actually latch onto somebody. You don't immediately bring them back. You wait a certain amount of time, and basically what they've done is they went ahead and half that, and now you latch onto them and you pull them back. They actually sped up the tongue animation. That means when to the point they latched on and they were pulled back, that's actually sped up by 25%. And that was actually the last change they made. They might make some more changes in the future. And, well, he's actually more suitable to his tanky role now. And I'm really happy. He's actually going to be my main monster from now on. And probably any monster gameplay you'll see from me is probably going to be Behemoth for, it seems like a little bit. Maybe this weekend I'll release some Goliath gameplay because, if you guys don't know, if you play this weekend, you are eligible for a free skin to go give out to the Goliath. And it's called Voodoo, and basically it just makes him look like he has a skeleton painted on him. But the cool thing is, the really challenging thing is, we had to help. I actually have the main menu or the main screen on my TV here muted. But this weekend challenge is 1,000,000 rock throws and successful rock throws. So you have to hit something. I don't know if that means hunters or just wildlife or something like that. But just play one match, maybe help out a little bit. I'll definitely be doing my part this weekend, just because I really like being the monster. I would say 90, maybe 85% of the time I'm playing as the monster, just because it's really fun to finally be the boss character of the game, and I found that really cool and really fun. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next episode.